Well, hello, Pisces. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is May 15th through 21st. Hope you're amazing. So let's see what we have for you. Oh, your card came straight out. We have Angel, helping those in need with no expectation for return. Is it gonna focus? There we go. Okay. So what's interesting about this card, Pisces? There's a there's a feeling of vulnerability in this card. That's what I'm gonna say for now. I'm gonna say that for now. Let's see what else we got for you. Okay. The honoring path. 7, intention. Oh, Pisces, something big is happening this week for you. It's like you've decided something, like from your heart. You have Sun and Cornucopia, but Sun is the one that's speaking to me, but I'll show you both of them. Sun. There's this air of a new beginning around you, but it's like you're optimistic about the future. And you're speaking your mind, you're stepping into situations, clear heart, clear mind. It doesn't feel as though, I feel like you would like to win. You would like for every move that you make to be successful. But that's not what the goal is. The goal is not to win, right? It's not. It's like the goal is to just be open to what's going to happen. It's a good sense of vulnerability. You know, it's not like I'm being vulnerable just so this can work and then I'm going to shut down again. I don't think that, it doesn't feel that way. So let's get into the cards. If you can see me looking up, so I have a screen in front of me and I have this new rig. And it's the monitor fell on it, and now there's like a bruise spot on that monitor that just showed up out of the blue. So we have the 4 of coins, the 8 of cups, the high priestess. I'm actually gonna pull 6 cards for you, Pisces. I don't know why, I just feel like I want to. 4 of cups, Knight of Swords, and the 7 of Swords. There's definitely a clarity of mind here with these 2 cards. The High Priestess, and the 7 of Swords. There definitely is a clarity of mind. I also feel like spiritually you're a lot more connected than you have been, and it's like you had to disconnect for a moment to get there. Right? It wasn't like you were running away, but I feel like you were holding on too tightly to situations, or you were too involved in it to see clearly. So it's like you had to go away or disconnect in order to see clearly. And it worked. I feel like that worked for you. So now it's like, now that you have this sense of understanding, it's like, what are you going to do with it? So it's like you have to re-enter life, re-enter the world, or re-enter situations to, I want to say experience, but not experience. It's like you're going back into life in general to get better emotionally connected. And it could be that you weren't emotionally connecting to things, or things weren't making sense to you. And now it's like you're ready to talk about it on a clear level. Yeah, it's like you're ready to do it. It has a sense of, we'll see what happens to it, you know? But I don't feel like, it doesn't make me feel like if it goes bad, you're going to go into a fit, you know? It just is like, well, I would like to figure this out. I would like to see what's going on here. Yeah. A lot of this was based on something emotional. And you had to step away to get your emotions together, you know? It's like you felt like something was missing, or you needed to reconnect. You know, you needed to think about things. The process needed to make sense. You're like, yeah, I'm holding on to this, but I need to know why. It started to become like, I'm just doing it, you know, but you had to figure out why. And I feel like now all of that information you're holding on to is just ready to come out. It's like it's ready to, I want to say the word exposed, but like you're exposing your inner self in a vulnerable way. So it could be that you were trying to have conversations with people or discuss things, but like you were either holding self back or trying to make yourself look good. You know, like the thing we typically do when we're not open to being vulnerable. But I feel like now things are different. And you're like, well, if I look bad, I look bad, you know? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If you're right, you're right. You know, like it's that type of thing. Okay. So let's see what else we have for you, Pisces. May 15th through 21st. Unexpected income in reverse and thoughts. Yeah. You did realize some things about the way you were thinking about things. It's like you had this very materialistic picture. You may have been money oriented as well. I don't know why that's coming up. But it's like materialistically oriented, focused on just the material, or maybe how the world views you. You know, it's like following what the world is doing. You know, following the theme of popularity, I guess. And now you're more like, I need to get in touch with my own thoughts, my own original thoughts and feelings about things. Okay. Chariot. Yeah. It's like you were tired of running the rat race, you know? And the more you tried to go with the grain, or the more you tried to follow what everyone else is doing, or like some sort of plan of yours, it just left you feeling sort of blank, empty, like you weren't sort of making decisions for yourself, you know? It's like you needed time to reflect. Yeah, you needed time to reflect. You have the 3 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. Time to reflect on what was important to you as an individual. Like, what makes you a strong candidate, like, for your truth? Like, what's your truth? Instead of trying to work everybody else's program, you know? And that really changed a lot of things. You know, I feel like you had to get strong in your individuality and who you were and what it is that you believe. You know, and get that to work in the real world, you know, in a practical sense, and not just in your head or in your emotional life. So, toil and labor and concern. So now you're at a point where you know that things need to be put into action. So this is also, if you're working a job and you feel like it's just a 9 to 5 and you want more out of life than that, you're thinking about what your next steps are. I'm getting a lot from that. 5 of Cups in reverse, 2 of Cups, and the 7 of Wands. There's some focus here on a relationship. Why? This is a very specific story. God. Okay, there's a relationship here. And this is like, I'm I need to figure out what matters to me. I need to figure out what I'm building here, if this has value. And this is the same with work as well, relationship and work. So it could be either one, because now I'm getting work vibes. So yeah, very much I need to know what my do I value this? Is this valued in my life? Is this important? You know, like, do I find this to be stable? Does this have value in my life? Because you want things in your life, Pisces, that make you happy, that have a sense of fun, loving, caring, like, that's good for you. I'm going to leave it that way. But I feel like you needed to get a little bit more realistic about things, and remain objective. Not take so much of a victim role when you're faced with a reality that isn't perfect or great or amazing. Yeah, this Ten of Wands and the Fool. You need to learn that all heavy situations, burdens, situations that come up, problems, fluctuations in life, is not a personal attack. It's a way to look at it as a potential for change, or a potential to rectify, or, you know, a potential to work on things. Everything isn't the biggest, worst thing that ever happened. That's that. Okay. Ooh. Adjudication in reverse in family room. I'm going to tell you this, Pisces. You got a real big touch of reality hitting you this week. This is like family, friends, or people that you love or rely on, or people that... I'm going to tell you what it feels like, Pisces. It feels like people that have always been there to, like, coddle you, and I'm going to use that word, support you, be like, you know, I understand, are telling you this week that they don't, right? It almost feels like a personal attack. Now I know why this energy is coming out. It almost feels to you like it's a personal attack, but it's not. You know, it's people telling you the truth. They're not just telling you what you want to hear. It's like people love you. Someone loves you enough to see when something is not fair and tell you, regardless of what your reaction is going to be, because they care about you that much. Okay. The High Priestess, the Six of Wands, and the Page of Coins. Yeah. You're going to have to be on a higher level. And I feel like you already are. You know, like spiritually, I feel like you're awake. We talked about that earlier this week. The whole point here, I feel like, is to get you to focus on what really matters. You want success. You want recognition. You want victory. You want attention. And you're getting all of these things. It's just not it's not in a box with a bow on it for you. Okay? And that's a little bit, it's taking you back a little bit. Okay? Because, look, Pisces. Everything is not perfect. This very much has It's something you don't want to hear. It's something you don't want to deal with, but you need to hear it. Because it's important for you to be successful. It's important for you to see the other side of things and not just your side. You know? Palm tree, secrecy, and screw. Yeah. Yeah, it's like you need to remain flexible, okay, about what is the truth and what isn't the truth. Like, what you think and what you don't think. You definitely need to remain flexible this week. Because I feel like there is some denying, or maybe you only telling half the truth. Yeah, pretending to be okay is another thing. Saying that you're going on like to figure yourself out or whatever. But I feel like inside it's not going very well. So by being vulnerable, you're getting to the truth. You know, because a lot of us do this thing where we'll go, oh, I'm fine, I'm great. And you're partying with friends and you're drinking and you're like, I'm great, I'm having fun. But really, you're not healing the way that you should. Yeah, see, I am a lost soul. That's what's going on here. It's like someone's trying to get you back on track. That's what's going on here. Okay, so Pisces, this is a tough one this week. It's a tough one for you this week. Let me pull a love card, actually. Whoop. I couldn't shuffle cards if you paid me, it looks like, huh? Reminiscing. Someone is secretly thinking or replaying sweet memories of the past. So they're still thinking about the past here. I'm feeling like your past is not as bad as you think it is. This feels a lot like running from something. It feels a lot like running. And pretending to be okay, hoping that it would catch. But it's not. That wasn't the point. I feel like the original point of how this all started was to get better, and now you're like kind of running from it, and the universe is going to drag you back into this. I'm going to tell you the honest truth. If you don't deal with it, or you don't face the thing that you said you were going to do at the beginning, it will become a life lesson for you until you do. I got that vibe from it. Okay, all right, Pisces, well, I love you. Okay, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.